Hi everybody. So today is the beginning of my awesome stuck in the house week projects. So I'll give everybody a couple minutes to join us and then we will start. Hopefully you guys can see okay. Let me angle that down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Alright, awesome. I got a couple of you on here. This is what we're making today. Pretty cool. Hopefully you guys got my list and my video last night on what this week entails. So hopefully, you had a couple books sitting around that you can sit here and we can do this together today. If not, you're more than welcome to watch and always go back and redo it after you get a book. Pretty cool project. All right. Give it a couple more minutes here because I know I logged on early. This is the one I made about half an hour ago. I hurry up and did it before this video. It's not quite done, but I'm gonna finish it here in a little while. I think it's gonna look really cute. It's a little bit different than this is. All right. Okay, so I have a couple of you on here, so I'll go ahead and start. Alright, so this is the book that everybody saw in the pictures when I posted the pictures about what's going on this week. This book I made probably about 6 years ago now, probably. It was a gift from my little sister for her birthday. It was kind of like a little crafty birthday gift that I made for her, so it's kind of looking a little old right now, but my mom usually has it. She sets it around her house, so it's still intact. You can see that they last really, really long. It's just book, just pages, and cute little flowers. Alright, so as far as folding, there is tons of stuff you can look up on Pinterest in order to fold books. There's like different designs, there's hearts, there's the word love, there's everything. However, I tried the heart and stuff and I made my own little template and it worked. It did. Unless you have like crazy time on your hands. Well, we might actually have crazy time on our hands now. So if you want to attempt that, there are templates on Facebook, oh my goodness, on Pinterest for like the heart and the letters and everything like that. So if you want to try to attempt that, that's great. Go for it. I started on a heart when I was making this one this morning, and then I just kind of ran out of time and I figured I wasn't going to sit here and finish the whole book on video for you guys. So I just kind of switched it up, did my own thing. So this one here I did differently. Of course, I folded the pages in, and so you can see all the words and all the different pages. It looks really cool. All right, so I'll show you the two different ways I did these, and you guys can come up with your own designs also. It's pretty neat. So this one here has 3 different types of folds, okay? So you have your arrows going this way, you have your arrows going this way, and then you have your middle arrow. So pretty easy, right? It's just time consuming. So when you start off with your pages, as you can see, how I used to fold these was I would take it in on one side and then in on the top to create that flap. And then I did 2 of each, same here, in on that side and down to create that flap. And then I just did it the reverse way, which was in on this side and then that little flap. So I'll fold a couple of these, but it's pretty easy. Same with this one. This one was just in on both equally. And you just keep up with that exact order and pattern, and then this is how it will end up. I didn't do all the pages. I left some at the bottom here, as you can see, but that's what it'll look like. It's pretty cool. Alright, so I did start them on this book. This is a huge book, so hopefully you didn't look for a book and find one this size, because have fun. But I guess if we have all the time in the world right now, we might as well, right? Okay, so of course I'm not going to sit here and do this whole entire book because you guys will hate me for it. So I'm just going to kind of show you a couple different ways. I just pulled this just so I can show you how I folded it for the book that I just showed you and the one I did this morning. Alright, so there's tons of different ways, and you can just make up your own too. This is the design I just made up myself. So if you go on Pinterest, there's different ways to do them, but they're just really, really cool. So this one here I ended with the arrows pointing that way. So I'm going to do them this way now. So you're just going to take in the corner of your page, fold it, line it up, try to make them as even as possible, and just fold. And then I take this little corner, that same page, and I just fold straight in. Alright, so then that's the first layer there for that one. I'm going to do the next one the same way, just because I want 2 of each. So I'm going to fold this one in, and just fold it there, make sure it's creased really well, and same with this side. There we go. Okay, so that's 2 on that side. And this one, I'm going to go the opposite way now to get the other angle. So I'm going folding in, creasing, and bringing this back. Okay, so there's that one. And one more of that. Folding this way, creasing it. Hopefully you guys can see that same corner of that page, or same page I should say, opposite corner, and folding it in. Okay, so there's my set of those 2. Alright, just like that. And then this one here, it's just both corners meet in the middle. And you just fold those down. And I'll do 2 of those. There's 1. Maybe. Pages are sticking together. And there's 2. Alright. So what I did this morning when I went to, which I should actually go grab that. I always forget something. Of course I forget something again and again. Okay, so what I did this morning when I went to fold one of my books that I've had sitting around, it was such an old book, and it might have been through like some type of water damage, that when I went to fold the pages, they actually broke. Like it was so, the pages were so worn that they were breaking when I was folding them. So if you have a book like that, you're probably not going to be able to fold them. So you want to pick a book. So if you don't have a book yet and you're going to get one, and you like the older look, like the old book style, just take a page of that book and bend it back and forth. Make sure it doesn't just break off and crumble, because I have had that happen to me with some of the older books that I was trying to do this to. So just make sure the pages are still like paper and not just completely just crumble in your hands. So just make sure you do that. But that's how that looks. It looks really neat, doesn't it? So cool. Alright. Okay, so this one here, I did a little bit differently. This one I actually folded all the pages in, just like that. Okay, and it just depends on what you want to do. I kind of just did this one and thought it looked cool. Aw, thanks, Jess. Yeah, exactly. Thrift store books. Absolutely. Yep, that's where I think I got these. I think I actually pulled these out of somebody's garbage. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah, Goodwill has a ton of them. If you live around a Goodwill, they have a lot of books like this. People donate them all the time. So that one looks kind of cool that way. You could even stand it up this way. It's neat, right? All right. So this one here, I literally just bent in the edges, and I just did them different sizes as I went. So one thing you do gotta watch, unless you're looking for the style, let me flip these out here. I'm just gonna use the other side of this book. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this one over, and I'll show you the difference here. It's hard to explain in words, so I'll just show you. So as you're folding, hopefully you guys can see that. My internet keeps messing up. Oh, Lori, that's okay. Hopefully you'll get it working. But if you can't, view this video now, you're more than welcome to log back on and watch it when you can. All right, so let me see. Good. Oh, I thought I had to sneeze. Ooh, I did sneeze. Don't worry, it's not the corona. We're still good. All right, so I'm going to finish showing you how to do this here. If you fold these like this and start out on the pages, let me scoot back. I can't really see what I'm doing there. There's the comments. Okay. And you take it and you do the next one further in or further up, you're going to have that depth in between those pages. So keep in mind, if you want that depth, you want to gradually do that, because if not, this is a perfect one to show you guys. This one here just is a kind of a smooth, rounded edges. So if not, you're going to go straight from this depth to this. So if you want to gradually do it, that it looks better, trust me. I've done all different kinds of these, and I just feel like if you gradually take the pages down, it looks a lot better instead of that big step in between the folds. So I'm going to actually back this one up. I'm going to start in the middle here so you guys can see. It's easier to start with a page in behind. I got to think about this because I'm kind of reversed here. So if you start, I wouldn't start here and work my way up, because then it's harder. If you start here and work your way back, it's easier. So I'll just start on this one. I'm just going to bring these back to where we can see the letters and the print. Okay, so I'm starting there. And it's easier to fold over of what you already folded over on, instead of going this way, because this way you're kind of guessing. You're like, okay, where did my last fold go? And then you're checking yourself. So if you start this way, flip it and line it up with that. And I'm not on top of this, so I can't really see where I'm folding here. There we go. Can kind of feel it. All right, and then you're going to get a better match when you're doing that. There's not much to this, so it's a probably not a good project to be going live with, because there's not a lot. It's kind of just common sense stuff, but I figured if you guys had it laying around, I could at least show you. Oh, thank you, Angie. I just now saw your message. All right, there we go. And I'm just going to keep folding those pages. And this is a good project if you guys are sitting at home, not sure what to do right now, you're bored, you got an extra book laying around, and you're watching some TV, and you're like me and you don't actually read the books, you just keep them for crafts. I am that person. I could not read a paragraph of this book. I would be like, my brain's like always like, oh, I just read that whole paragraph and I couldn't even tell you the first thing about it, because that's just not how my brain works. All right, so I'm just gonna keep folding that, and as you can see, we're getting somewhere. Little bit of a chunk there done. So I'm actually gonna probably finish this book some point in time, because I think it'll be really, really pretty since it's such a large book. I'm trying to guesstimate. I might go back and fix some of these because I'm trying to fold so you guys can see there. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not too close to the camera. Okay. Alright, looking good. Okay. So right here, if you guys can see this, I'm going to try to lift it up and show you at the same time. Maybe you can see it right there. So I'm gradually going up, okay, with the pages. So if you want to do that big jump, you're not going to see all the pages. You're not going to see all the detail. So I would just gradually, if you're making any type of like wave or any type of shape, you want to gradually go into that shape. Maybe that's a better way to explain it. Okay, Lori, let's see. I'm using an old hymnal. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, yes, that's really, really cool. I want to see that after it's done, Lori. I bet it's going to look awesome. Oh, thank you, babe. My husband's on here viewing. He must not be busy at work right now. All right. Just gonna keep going with that. And I will show you guys. I'm gonna go down and grab that actually, just to give this video something more. I'm not gonna make one because I have so many other crafts I need to get done. And I tried to make one earlier this morning and I just didn't. Let me go grab that real quick because I do want to show you how to fold in a shape of something also. So give me 1 second. I thought I brought it up, but apparently I did not. Okay, so this here is more in detail, all right? I'm going to point this up towards me. So this is a heart that I made out of paper, okay? And I will put the printable on my website too. That way you guys can print it off if you want to try to do something like this. So you can either do it, I just showed you the two ways I did both of my books, which were just little random designs that I came up with. So the beginning of the video I showed you how to make this kind, okay? And then the second one that I just showed you here was this kind. All right, which are really pretty. I'm going to eventually hot glue that on there. They look really, really pretty. All right, so there's another way. If you look these up on Pinterest, this is the way the Pinterest shows you how to do it. And it is really, really neat. However, I have astigmatism in my eyes, so it's very hard for me to follow lines. So this is more of a frustration for me than just coming up with my own design. But I'll show you guys, and if you want to master this, this is great. All right. So in order to do a standing up book that has like a heart shape right here, it's actually not that hard to do. It's just, if you have astigmatism in your eyes, I would pick something else just because you'll just go crazy before you get done with it. Okay, so I'll show you guys kind of how to do that, all right? Okay. Oh, there's something in there. That's neat. Huh. It looks like it was this is an old book I pulled from somewhere and that just fell out of it. Isn't that kind of cool? It looks like some sort of maybe like Valentine's Day thing or Christmas. Maybe Christmas. It's definitely Christmas. It has a Christmas tree on it. That's neat. Okay, anyway, distracted. All right, so as you can see, I have little marks on my heart here. All right, so each line is where you fold the next page. All right, so if you really want to do something real detailed, this is it. Let me catch up on comments here. Oh, yeah, Angie, awesome. Yeah, do one. Go ahead. Just, you know, if your thrift stores aren't open, if you have a book or something at home, go for it. You can even paint it. It's like if it's a newer book that has like, you know, something on the cover you don't like, just paint the book and then start folding. Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this. So we're going to start here. Let me see if my eyes allow me to, this is how far I got with it, and then I decided to do my own thing. So you're going to follow this first little line here, my first little dot, okay? And you're going to get your first page. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to point you down to here, okay? Just so you can see. All right, so I'm getting my first little line, and I'm going to line the bottom of the page up with the bottom of the book here. All right, lining that up so that black's covered, and then I'm starting at this first line with my first dot right there. Okay, it's lined up right here, and I'm going to fold in up to that line. That'll be my first corner. And this one's easier to do with a bigger book. I wouldn't pick a book that has, I tried it with this one earlier, and this one's just a tiny bit smaller than this one, and it was hard. So I just took it out and I just did my own thing real quick before I got on the video because it just was not going in my favor with all these lines. So I'm even struggling right now on the first one. Okay, so that first line should be the first width of your first piece of paper that you're folding. So that one's done. You're going to pick it up, and this is why I put the dots on here. I just marked the line that I did. So I just put a dot there, said I'm done with that line, on to the next page. So then you're going to do another one. Going to hold that down. You're going to move it over. As you can see, this is very time consuming. So it's crazy. It's easier to come up with your own design unless you really want to do something like this. All right, and line that up. If you don't line the bottom of the page up the same way all the time, your middle is not going to match. You're going to have it up, you're going to have it down, and it's not going to turn out to be that heart shaped. So I'm going to fold my pages up to that line again. There we go. And down to that line again. There. So it falls into that second line. I'm just going to keep going after I mark that one, which I already did from last time. And I'm going to line it up here now with the third line. This is where my eyes start getting goofy, because you have to count the lines here. There we go. That's why I use the dots. And sometimes I have to lift this up and look again. 1, 2, I think I'm on the second one again. I am. Okay. Move it over. Alright, so I see the third line. I'm just going to go ahead and fold it to that third line there, and to the third line about right in there. Looks like it lines up. Alright. And you're going to keep going. As you can tell, you're getting your different sizes in those folds, and that's what's going to make that shape of the heart eventually. Okay, it's pretty neat. Very time consuming. I would not sit here on this whole video and do this. I'm just going to do a couple more here so you guys can get the gist of it, and then we'll start hot gluing my last book here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I shouldn't have marked these, or I should have marked them again or something. Alright, so I'm right in there, I think. Lined up pretty well. Fold up to that one, and make sure your folds are pretty decent and crisp, just because you don't want to go back and have a fold come out, and then you'll be wondering where the heck it was supposed to be and guesstimating, especially with this type. Okay. Alright. I'm really struggling counting these lines. You guys are probably laughing at me. Counting like I'm a 3-year-old over here. Alright. Good. I think that's about it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm on that one. I think I'm on this one. I don't know. We're going to find out. My eyes are skipping. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Totally messed that up. And sometimes after you get going, you can kind of just go on your own and go off of your last page too, if you feel comfortable with doing that. Until you get to like a certain point, you can do that. That's not a big deal. Gotta see where I left off here, because I have no clue. About right there, I bet. Okay. My dog's getting into something over there, I hear. She's been really crabby lately again, because I haven't been home. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to stop there because I'm really struggling with seeing those lines. But you guys can kind of get the idea of how that heart's going to form. So once you keep folding and you keep going on with that, it's going to eventually create a heart on the front of your book. Okay? So that's a really, really neat thing. I might, if I'm bored tonight, might keep going with this, but we'll see. But it's really neat. You just have to, it's a lot of concentration and a lot of time. So if you're bored and honestly have nothing to do, it's a really neat craft. Yep, so there's that. I will put this on my website just in case somebody wants to do it, but I do recommend marking your lines like I did with little dots after you were done with them. And I actually started marking them up here because I got lost down here. So if you're like me and have astigmatism, I'll pray for you if you're doing this because it is frustrating. So I will put that in this book here. And there might be different ways to do this too. This is just the way I found, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, I can print off a heart and do this. I think it's neat. So I just put lines inside of this heart and printed it. And it does work. It would work. It's just a lot of time. So I kind of showed you guys how to fold them 3 different ways there. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know, please, in the folding. I will try to answer it the best I can. This isn't something that I do a lot. I just do when I'm bored and have a book. I don't know what my dog's doing. She's knocking my stuff down. Hey, quit that. Okay, so I'm going to hot glue some flowers on here, make it look nice. Glasses, and it's hard for me to see. Yeah, Angie, yeah, if you're like me, I would just come up with your own cool design like this one or this one, okay? And this is just, there's no like crazy lines, there's nothing. You just follow literally just, oh my goodness, what's the word I'm looking for? A pattern. That's the word I'm looking for, a pattern. So as long as you can do a pattern, you can do something like this. This is easy. But, yep. Alright, so I'm going to just hot glue this on here, make this look really pretty, just show you guys what can become of this, okay? And this didn't take me long. This took me like maybe 20 minutes, a half an hour to fold these, and I just went at it. There was no rhyme or reason. I just thought, oh, it might look cute with a little curve in it, and then I'll just glue some flowers. It kind of has a ledge at the bottom there that I can glue some flowers to. So this is a simple one. If you're looking for an easy one to do, this is probably the easiest one, because all you're doing is folding each page in, where something like this, there is an actual pattern, and it's a little bit more time consuming, but fun. It's pretty too. All right, so let me see how I want this, you know, positioned on here. That might look cute. I think these are flowers my girlfriend had got for my bridal shower. She had them for decoration. I'm glad I can reuse them again. Okay, so that looks kind of cute there. I'm gonna glue those on just like that. Let's see, work for the school. Aw, yeah, that would be hard, working for a school, you two, because you know you're already off for like the summer and stuff, and then you're off again for all of this stuff. I can't imagine. I wouldn't know what to do with my time. All right. Okay, so I am gonna just glue these in there. I'm just gonna add a little bit of hot glue around that flower. There we go. And I'm just gonna glue it right in between the pages. And this little petal is kind of hanging down there, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of hot glue on that one too. Like I said, this is a pretty easy project. There's not a lot for me to explain other than how to do it, because I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me make a whole entire book. That might be kind of boring. Alright, there we go. So now flowers on there. I think that looks pretty. And then I'm going to add this little piece right onto the side of it. Actually, I might add a leaf first. Let me see how this looks. I'll cut one of these leaves off. I have so many fake flowers. I never know what to do with them. So this is a good one if you have a lot of fake flowers in books. It could be really cute. Give them as little decor gifts, anything like that. They're really, really neat. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that on there like that. I think it'll look really awesome. Tuck that in there. I don't want to take up too many of my pages there because I want you to still be able to see them. Alright, so I think that's looking pretty cool, right? Looks neat and cute. It's amazing what a little bit of flowers can do. My dog's sitting here looking at me like, what is she doing? What's wrong? Huh? You gonna come say hi? You gonna come say hi to the camera? She's looking at me like, I don't think so, Mom. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this one on there now. I think that leaf is dry. Alright. I got string from the hot glue gun everywhere. Alright, that one looks good there. Just going to rotate that. Alright. So there's that. I think that looks pretty darn cute. Looks awesome. Alright, so that's pretty much it with these folding books. I feel bad that I don't have like more to show you guys, but it was a simple project and fun if you're completely bored out of your mind yet or not. That's what the two look like. Pretty neat. All those cool pages. If you're like me and you like that old vintage like music looking like stuff and paper and the burnt paper and stuff, this is a cool project for you. And you could, shouldn't even say this, and I probably shouldn't, but I might even try it myself, like burn the edges of these. I think it would be really, really pretty. But you didn't hear from me. If you did it, I didn't tell you to do it. I think it would look really cool. Alright, so I'm going to set that over here. I don't recommend burning the edges of your paper on your books. You might, you know, catch something on fire. Alright, so I did show you guys how to make the heart with the paper and everything. and also how to fold both ways here. So hopefully you guys picked up something from that. Maybe make up your own design. It's totally up to you. I thought they were kind of cool and wanted to share with you guys, even though it was kind of like common sense type of stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it. You can, if you wanted to attempt the heart, I am going to put that up on my website so you guys can print it if you would like to. Alrighty, so that's about it for tonight. I feel bad because my video wasn't that long today. I feel weird ending it this short. But tomorrow I will be doing the tinted bottles. Yes, tinted bottles. And then Friday I'm doing the little succulent garden, the fake succulent garden. And then Saturday I am doing I'm repainting. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is either a little table that I have or a round coffee table. So I'll kind of decide what I feel like doing that day, and then we'll go live. And if you guys want to bring a project that you have at home that you've been wanting to repaint, bring it to the live video, isn't that funny? Like, just with you to watch the live video, and I can give you instructions on how to paint that, and you're more than welcome to like add pictures to your comments and stuff too. So I hope I kind of helped you guys if you're kind of bored, something to do today. But thank you so much for watching again. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You guys always follow me and always watch my videos. Thank you so much. So have fun. If you do this, please, I want to see pictures. So feel free to post them. All right, guys, we'll see you. Stay healthy. Bye.